Yo, what's up guys? It's Alec with Static Vision Media. We're back with another Supra video, and this week we have the Allstreet side skirts and S2 pods. We're gonna get these thrown on the car today and test fit them. All right guys, so the plan of attack for today is to get the Supra jacked up in the air and pull off all the OEM stuff. Now the great thing about these side skirts is they use all the OEM mounting points, which is great. So the only thing we're gonna need to do is go to Home Depot and get some 3M adhesive for the rear pods. Let's get this thing jacked up, let's get the parts off, and let's go to Home Depot and get some nuts and bolts. All right guys, before we jump into this install today, I want to say that this video is sponsored by Allstreet, and for all you Supra owners, your search for the best side skirts is finally over. Let's jump into it. All right guys, we are yet again going to go over the OEM mounting points. This is just before we take everything off, so we're going to kind of see if I need to go to the store and get anything. So it looks like right here, I have this point, and then underneath here, it looks like I have all the screws and everything, so that looks like we should be good there. I'm gonna have to take off this rear plastic piece because I have just a bunch of random clips in there. So I know for a fact that I'm gonna have to go get some stuff for the rear. But if you have an OEM Supra and you have all your parts, you should be able to use all that. Like I said, the pods come with the brackets as well. You're gonna have to get some 3M stuff. But yeah, let's get these OEM parts off here and see what we can do next. All right guys, so when you own an old Supra like I do, you might not necessarily have all of the OEM bolts, but it should work. So we're gonna make a trip to the hardware store to try and, mimic the OEM bolts as best as possible. But yeah, I guess that's the downside to owning a 30-plus-year-old car. But anyways, we're almost done getting this off here, and then we're gonna do a test fit quick. All right guys, so we have the side skirt and the rear pod bolted up with just literally one bolt here and one bolt there, and we kind of just held it up, and it looks like it fits really, really good already. We just had to find out what bolts I need to get for the rear pod because I have none of them. So we've got to go get that, and then yeah, we're gonna come back, we're gonna make sure this all fits. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to my fender because the fender itself, before the side skirts were on, it was never really straight. It's just like whoever did the body work on it last didn't bolt it up right. So I'm gonna have to make some adjustments there. But if you have like an OEM body Supra, this side skirt is gonna fit up perfectly. I mean, even with my fender that's kind of like not aligned right, it still lines up really well. It fits well, the door opens and closes, and like I said, that's only with one bolt. So let's go to Home Depot, let's get some hardware, and let's really get these things on here. All right guys, we're back from the hardware store trip. I do have the nuts and bolts now. So basically we're gonna get this side bolted up, and we're probably gonna lose light today. So after I bolt this side up, I'll come back and show you guys the fitment. Like I said, I have to adjust the fender and stuff like that. So we're just gonna kind of see how it bolts up, and then yeah, we'll cut to tomorrow because pesky winter, we're gonna lose the light. It's kind of bright now, but by the time I get all this on here, the sun might be a little bit low. So now one thing that I do want to tell you guys is, come over here a little closer. Right here, open the door. You're gonna have to trim right here to get this to sit flush. See where it kind of hits there to get it to sit flush. So once you trim that, it'll sit completely flush. But it sits flush here already, everything goes across, so you're just gonna have to trim that really quick. All right guys, onto the rear pods. Now, you should be putting a 3M vinyl strip here of double-sided tape, but today we're not going to because the car is ceramic coated and I still have to send them to get paint. So we're going to just kind of mock it up here, bolt it up, and then I'm gonna put some tape on top just for today. Because like I said, it's ceramic coated and you cannot put double-sided tape on ceramic coating, it just won't work. So we're gonna get that bolted up, and we've already kind of like, I pre-put it up earlier and it looked like it fit great. We went to the store and got a bunch of hardware for this. So like I said, all the OEM mounting points should go on just fine. So we're gonna get this on here. All right guys, so we got the rear pod on. The fitment is pretty flawless with just 2 bolts in here. Again, we got to put this bolt in and the bracket bolt underneath here as well. And then it'll fit up and it looks really flawless. Tomorrow, I know there was a few of you who already asked me to go over fitment, how the install went. There was a bunch of questions, so tomorrow I'm gonna go and look through all those questions and I'll answer those in the video. But we're gonna lose sun for the rest of the day, so it looks like this project is done. I'm gonna get to dremeling that little section tonight, and then we're probably gonna call it a night. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow. See ya. Or I don't know. Well, let's cut it at some point. I'm not sure. All right, guys, it's day 2. Of course, you can see it's raining, so we're not gonna be able to do much outside today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the car back on the ground. We're gonna get it inside because I have to take the side skirts for paint tomorrow. So we're gonna go over fitment and all that stuff when it comes back from paint. Like I said, I'm gonna get in the garage, get everything trimmed up, make sure they're good to go. And then we'll go over fitment and stuff when it's not awful outside. So I'm gonna go and put all the wheels on the car, get it jacked on the ground, and then bring it inside and then jack it back up. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'll probably check in with you guys when we get everything painted, and then we'll go over fitment and all that other stuff. But until then, I guess I'll catch you guys in a minute. All right, guys, we finally picked up the side skirts from paint. I spent the last 2 days wet sanding them so that they are all nice and perfect. And now we're gonna finally get them on the vehicle. I am super stoked to do this, so let's jump into it. All right, guys, so we got the side skirts on here. We're unfortunately losing a bunch of light, so I think we're gonna have to get the car down and we're gonna have to go over fitment and everything like that tomorrow. Plus, I still gotta adjust this fender. Also, my double-sided tape, of course, because the car is ceramic coated, I tried to buff it off and it wouldn't come off, so I'm having a hard time with the double-sided tape sticking, so I'm gonna have to redo that. But other than that, everything fits well, it looks good, so we're gonna get the wheels on, we're gonna get the car back on the ground, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. All right, guys, so the install is finally done. We came out here to shoot some pictures, a little bit of videos for you guys, but I'm gonna give you guys my final review on the kit before we head out of here today. So I would say my opinion on the kit overall, I'd say it's a 9 out of 10. I love the plastic. I love that it's not fiberglass. I love that it has all the OEM mounting points. Now, again, I didn't have a lot of my OEM bolts, so that posed a problem for me. But if you guys have everything OEM, it should fit perfect. I really love this kit, fits well. You know, I really have no complaints. So if you guys are thinking about ordering this kit, I do have a code 15 off all. So if you use that code 15 off all in the Allstreet store, you can get your side skirts and pods for yourself. Yeah, I guess that's gonna end this video off, guys. You know, finally have a kit on the car, so I'm super stoked. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.